Yeah, welcome. What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you all doing tonight? What's going on? All right. Today we're going to talk about ginger. All right. Good night, guys. What's up? What's up? All right, guys. Welcome to Plant a Garden TV. And the garden season is approaching, and we trying to get busy. We're trying to get everything in place. So we're putting in the work now. We don't want to wait until the spring, because the spring is definitely going to be too late for a lot of plants. Like, for instance, ginger. If you want to grow ginger, you got to start ginger indoors. If you're not in the tropical area, if you in the area where you have to deal with cold weather, you want to start your ginger indoors. Very important. And if you're trying to grow ginger for the first time, where can you find ginger? It's one thing I can't remember ever seeing. I know see ginger produce flowers before, but I never saw they produce seeds. So the way I know we grow ginger is by trying to root them ourselves, which rooting them is very easy and simple. Very easy and simple. And so for the people who are going to be growing ginger for the first time, we know that you can get it from the store. You could definitely get ginger from the store, but sometimes you really need to know exactly which piece should you pick up, which piece should you get, which piece is best for you to get to start rooting. This is very important. So today, in this video, we're going to show you some of the pieces that you needed to, is best for you to have. We're going to show you that. So welcome in, guys. Welcome in, everyone. How you all doing? Elder, sorry if I can't pronounce your name, but welcome. Appreciate each and every one of you. All right. Welcome in, guys. And don't forget to hit that like button, guys. We will appreciate it very much, and it will take us a long way. So please hit that like button. Double tap the screen if you're on your cellular phone, that we can continue this video and share some valuable information today. All right, so welcome everyone. I appreciate each and every one of you. So for the people, there's a lot of people who are going to be growing ginger for the first time. I recommend, if you're going on buy ginger, you could buy ginger from a farmer's market, or you can buy it from a supermarket. But something that is very, very important, when you purchase them, the ginger from the store, is very important to wash the ginger, soak the ginger in water. Is very important, guys. The reason why I'm telling you that, because I believe that, let me say allegedly, allegedly, they might spray them. Because if you remember, ginger is very easy to root. Ginger is very easy to sprout. So you could spray them with a certain thing to keep them from sprouting. So you want to soak them in water to make sure that you get that off the ginger. Because if that is spray, that designed to keep them from sprouting. All right? So you want to make, you go to the store and give me a minute, you guys. I want to give you guys some ideas. Now, you go into the store and the ginger you want to look for. You want to look for the ginger. You want to look at the ginger and you're going to start, you're going to see like some eyes. You see like some eyes, like right there, you see like a whitey area. You're going to see the eyes on top of the ginger. Very important, because remember guys, the eyes is where the sprout comes from. So it's very important for you to see these eyes on the ginger. Very important. You want to see the eyes on the ginger, and when you see the eyes on the ginger, this is where it's going to start sprouting from. You see, this comes from one of the eyes. So now, with one piece of ginger, like for instance, this whole ginger here, you could break this up in many pieces. But every piece you break it with, you want to make sure there's at least 2 eyes on top of it. You want to make sure there's 2 to 3 eyes on top of the piece that you break. So like for instance, this piece right here, I'm going to break this piece. And on here, it have 1, 2, 3, 4 eyes on top of this one. So if 2 of them in push out, germinate, at least there's 2. There's another 2 that you stand a chance. Don't do it and only have 1. Make sure you have the least eyes you should have is 2, not 1. 2. You could have 3, you could have 4, but no less than 2. So what you could do, you could break them up in pieces, but like how I mentioned, you see like this, you could get several pieces out of it. But like I mentioned, this have 1, 2, 3, 4 eyes on top of it. So like these pieces, you could cut them in 2 inches, 3 inches pieces, but you have to make sure the eyes, they have more than 1 eyes on each pieces. When you have the eyes, this is what happened, guys. This is what happened. This sprout come from the eye. You see what I'm coming from? The sprout here come from the eyes. So you see, it gather its root. It's gather its root. And if you notice, this is why I'm telling you guys, it's very important to have more than 1 eyes. So in case this one ain't work, you still have several here. So right at this moment, this one already shoot one of the eye, but right here, if you notice here, you're gonna see it still have like 3 more there. So these 3 gonna start growing up just like this very soon. Very, very soon. So guys, when you go into the store, and purchase your ginger, because you're trying to get your ginger to root, to propagate, that you can plant them. When you go and you purchase them, wherever you purchase them, please pay attention to the eyes. Pay attention to the eyes. Make sure the eyes them look healthy. Make sure it look like it starts sprouting out already. So it look healthy, and you know you're ready basically. So time as you put them in the water, or time as you put them in the soil, it's ready to germinate. So this is very important, guys, very important. In a minute, I'm going to show you several ways how to propagate your ginger. Yes, I'm going to show you guys in a minute different ways to propagate ginger. This one that I propagate here, this one right here, we put this in soil. We put this in 3 inches of soil and it germinate in days. This one done sprout up already. And as we see very soon, now this one right here, you can cut this right here. You can cut it off right here. Because if you notice the roots is up this side and it's already sprout here. So you could cut this and you have another root of ginger. Just like that. So if you start it like this, guys, the first year you purchase the ginger from the store. When you harvest, you make sure you look for some nice healthy one and harvest and put up for the next season. All right? Hey, how you all doing? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you, Fancy. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Hey, Kitty. What up? What's that plant? This plant is ginger. This is ginger right here. This is ginger. The next thing we got to understand, ginger takes 6 to 8 months or 8 to 10 months. If you're living in a place where you're dealing with cold weather, the best thing to do is start the ginger indoors. You got to start the ginger indoors. If you start the ginger indoors, what's gonna happen? You have time. You're gonna have some time if you start the ginger indoors. If you start the ginger outdoors, you don't have enough time. You see? Yes, guys, so I'm gonna show you guys a couple ways how to propagate ginger nice and easy. We give beautiful stem like this. In a few days, we're gonna start seeing the leaf. So you see this container? It's full with ginger inside. So this one is what we did with soil. We also have ginger in this one as well. This, you see ginger? We have in this one as well right here. Because we're trying to grow a lot of ginger this year. Hey Bushman, how you doing? Good night. Blessings. Yes, we're trying to grow a lot of ginger. So now is the time to start propagating your ginger, your store-bought ginger. Wait. All right, so guys, this is a bowl with water. So this is one way to propagate your ginger. This is one way to propagate it. All right. This is one way to propagate it. So what you do, you take it and you put it downwards. You see like there? And you have all the eyes up to the top. So you put it like that in the water. You don't really want the whole ginger in the water. You could just put a part. It's not holding up properly, but this is basically what I'm saying. You could put the ginger in water, and what's going to start happening is the eyes going to start to get bold. Okay, all right. Yeah, you're going to start to see they get bold, then you're going to start to see. After it start getting bold, you're going to start to see this shoot. And after you see this shoot, it's going to start to grow and turn into leaf. And then you're going to see it push several eyes. So you're going to see like on this ginger here, you're going to see at least 5 to 6 of these push up. So you also can cut them and separate them and have different holes. All right? Okay. So now there's another way. There's another way. You could use paper. All right? Like you could use paper towel. And you make sure you damp the paper towel. Damp the paper towel. Damp the paper towel really well. And when you're done, what you do? You take the ginger, you soak it. But guys, remember, and you put it in there and you wrap it up really nice. You wrap it up really nice. And you put it in a Ziploc bag. And put it in a nice cool, a nice warm area. And then it's going to start to push out the bulb. And when you see it start to push out the bulb, you open it up a few days. Then you're going to see it pushing out the bulb further. Then you might even start seeing roots. After you see it germinate, you could put it in some soil. After you propagate it, you could take it now and you could put it in at least 3 inches of soil, 3 to 4 inches of soil, and just leave it right there until the spring. When the spring comes now, then you take it out and put it in the soil, whether it's in a container, in your raised bed, wherever. You take it out and you put it in there. So this is one way to propagate store-bought ginger. This is another way, directly in the water. You're welcome, Bushman. Yes, it definitely works, and I'm giving you more than one option. You could put it in water. You could put it in tissue paper and put it in a Ziploc bag. And you also could bury it in the soil. You see, like in this container, I have some in the soil. So you put at least 3 inches and just cover it and just leave it just like that, guys, for a few days. Then guess what? You're going to start to see the eyes pushing out, pushing out, pushing out. Then you're going to start to see it gathering root. And they gather roots pretty fast. You notice there? It gathered the roots pretty fast. And if you notice there, to the bottom there, you're going to see more eyes to the bottom. And this going to be pushing out more shoot very soon. So it's not hard to propagate ginger. But one thing I want to say, if you go to the store and you buying ginger and you trying your best to grow the ginger you purchase from the store, make sure you look for the eyes. Make sure you look for some healthy looking end, like the eyes looking like it want to push through the ginger already. Make sure you look for that. Then you make sure you soak them in water. Maybe you could soak them overnight. Why should you soak them overnight? just for the sake of, in case they spray anything on top of them, to keep them from sprouting. Because remember, nobody want their ginger to be on a shelf sprouting. So they're going to do something to make sure that that ginger is sprout. This is why you hardly see ginger sprouting in the store. You hardly see that. And it have to be a reason. Because I'm telling you, you could just have ginger in a container on a shelf. The next thing you see, it starts sprouting. That's how easy it is. So you want to make sure you soak them. You soak them really well. Maybe you soak them for overnight. And then the next day, you take them and you do this. You can do this route. You also could do this route where you're leaving them in the water. And you could also put them in the soil. So that's 3 ways you can propagate ginger. Very easy. And like I was mentioning earlier, you could always break it in pieces. But before you break it in pieces, guys, you want to make sure there's more than, on every piece you broke, you want to make sure there's about at least 2 eyes on that ginger, on that piece. At least 2 of them. So make sure, guys, this is a beautiful way to grow, propagate, store-bought ginger. And you could be very successful. I'm telling you, you can be very successful. All right? And after this first project you do with your ginger, the following year, make sure you save some ginger for the next season. Turmeric is basically the same process. So if you buy store-bought turmeric as well, it's basically the same process. You can soak them in the water overnight. You also can put half of it in the water and half standing. You also could wrap it up in a paper towel. You also could put it in the soil. Like for instance, let me show, wait, is it here? All right. This is a piece of turmeric right here. This is turmeric right here. You notice it's already sprouting. This one grow, I put it directly in the soil, but if you notice, it's already sprouting. Now, I can cut this turmeric in 2 pieces because as you can see, there's an eye there, there's an eye there. So you could cut it in 2, and just like that, you have 2 roots of ginger to plant. So the truth is, guys, it may seem complicated. Okay, this person, I don't know, they're just being disrespectful, you know. Guys, on this channel, this is not a channel to come and be disrespectful. This is a channel where we try to educate people. So if you don't care why you even here and putting it in the chat, come on, be respectful, all right? Anyhow, this is a simple way, very simple way, how to propagate your ginger. It's the same process with your turmeric. Once you get them propagate, guys, what you can do, you can get a container like this and you could put them in there. If you notice, you're going to see them inside. I don't know if you notice, You put it inside here, and every time they grow, you add soil. Every time they grow, you add soil. So before the spring, these gonna already grow tall out of the container. So it's setting up your nursery, and it's not that complicated, guys. It's a nursery, but it's not that complicated. All right, so how are you guys doing tonight? You guys doing wonderful? All right, well, I hope that this video motivates someone today. I hope that this video can give you guys some insight of how to grow your ginger. We all know that ginger and turmeric holds a lot of benefit, and if you can grow it, why not? You can grow it in a container. And the thing about ginger, next thing about ginger, you don't have to plant ginger deep, because ginger don't grow down, ginger grow across. So like it spread its root. So when it multiplies in the ginger, it basically multiplies across like this. Not like this. It go like this. So you don't have at least 4 inches deep, 4 to 5 inches deep, and it's gonna just spread itself out. So if you put it in a container will be beautiful as well. Just make sure that it have 4 inches depth. The next thing again, ginger love hot sun. But guess what? Ginger love the morning sun. They strive better in the morning sun, and then in the evening they get that shade. Ginger don't like direct sun burning them all day. They prefer the early sun, and in the evening they go in a shaded area. All right? So guys, I hope this video helps someone today, and I hope this video can encourage someone. All right. Yes, and we also got to feed ourselves. It doesn't matter what part you at, guys. You still will have to feed yourself. All right? It doesn't matter what. You still will have to learn how to feed yourself. All right? So, how you guys doing tonight? Does anyone have any question? Any question about growing ginger before I end this live? Okay. All right, guys. Do anyone have any question about growing ginger, or does anyone have another idea that they want to share with us? I share 3 different ideas of growing ginger, how you could propagate them. Okay, how we could propagate them. Do anyone have make tea with ginger? Yes, that's one of my favorite tea. That's one of my favorite tea. Making ginger tea, that's one of my favorite tea right there. Yes. So you guys okay? All right. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And please leave a comment. You can go and check out my channel. You go and check out my videos. Please leave a comment and let me know that I was in your life. All right? So you guys have a wonderful evening. Peace and love and blessing to each and all. All right? Peace. Hey, natural gardener, how you doing? Blessings. Okay. Helpful tips. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. See this person, let me. All right. Okay. Okay, glad I caught you. Have to catch the replay. Yes, definitely. This live was basically about ginger, store-bought ginger. This was about store-bought ginger because most of the time that's how a lot of us start our ginger, by store-bought. That's how a lot of us start, and then from there we start saving our ginger for the next season. So learning how to propagate your ginger is one of the best thing you can do, because that's gonna help you to grow ginger every year. It's basically the same project with turmeric. So yes, we're gonna be doing a lot of live stream going through this season, because right down until spring, we're going to be showing you how we plant our pepper seed. We're going to show you how we do our potatoes. We're going to be showing you a lot of videos, and we also going to be showing you our ginger and how they're growing. All right? So always remember, guys, stay positive, and always remember, learn as much as you can, because at the end of the day, you never know when there might be no food in the supermarket. I mean, we see that many times. But every time we get back, things get back to normal, we just get back in our comfort zone. But one thing we got to always remember, be prepared. So in case times like these pass by, we still can survive. All right? Learning to grow food, learning to grow turmeric, ginger, them is one of the easiest thing to grow. Once you're able to propagate them, put them in the container, put them in your raised bed, they will basically do the rest. You give them some water from time to time. They will do the rest, and we understand the benefit of these things. So as always, guys, stay blessed, stay focused, and join us late night tomorrow again, where we're going to talk about a different plan. All right? Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, guys, to hit the like button, like, and share. Peace.